So I'm back, and this time I'm not actually going to be talking about beauty products, and instead I'm going to be talking about quilting, which is something I've not done too much of. My grandmother quilted when I was younger, and I'd always wanted to learn, and I know how to sew, but I've never kind of combined it all and gotten into quilting. So I'm going to be doing a haul video, which is very beauty-esque, but of quilting products and stuff that I found either online or in local stores, and some of it is even from my local Walmart of quilting stuff, and I think that it might be kind of helpful to other people. And I don't know, haul videos are weird, but I really like watching haul videos, so I figured other people would too. So anyway, let's just get down to business. So the first place I'm going to talk about is Walmart, actually. And I went to Walmart, not really for quilting stuff, but I figured I would look to see if they had more inexpensive quilting items that like you really need, like pens and stuff like that. That type of stuff is just so expensive at places like Hancock Fabrics. It's hard to paying for them when you can get them so much cheaper elsewhere. So the first product was a basting adhesive, which for people who don't know about quilting at all, basically this is what kind of sticks like your batting in between together to the fabric, and it allows you to not use pens. I figured I would try this first, just because I've heard a lot of people say that it's probably one of the easiest ways to go about it. And it was on clearance. It was pretty expensive, and I realized that it's probably more expensive to buy this brand than it is to buy like a cheaper brand, but they just didn't. This was the only one that they had. I think I paid like $10 for this, which isn't bad, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, I'm new to it, so I can't really tell if it's good or bad, but I know that this is a real basic thing if you want to learn how to quilt. It's gonna be a little awkward because I'm gonna be pulling stuff from underneath anyway. So the next thing I bought at Walmart were a whole bunch of these fat quarters, which are actually, I take that back, these are actually half yards of just different types of fabric. I don't really know why I got all the ones I did. I think I had a reasoning when I did it, but a lot of them are just like pretty simple patterns, and I figured, well, I can go ahead and start getting my stash going. They were $2.50 a piece, which I think is a little high, because it's not like really nice fabric. But hey, like I said, I'm starting a completely new stash. I don't have any type of real fabric stash, so these will be great to start that with. And then this is their version of a charm pack, and I think it says it has 32 pieces, which is a small charm pack, but I think that there were actually, I'm trying to think, I think that this was like, used either $5 or $7, which isn't bad at all, and it has all the different fabrics that are included in the back, which is really great, since you can't really see the fabric that's in there. But you can also feel it, of course, and I just thought that the colors were really pretty. And once again, I'm just kind of starting my collection, so I want to have different types of fabrics for whenever the mood strikes me. And the next thing to go with that was this sucker, which I think this is actually there's like a pattern on this one. There was a pattern included. And I was like, well, that's pretty. Maybe I'll just do that. So anyway, so this is their super stacks, which I guess would be like a layer cake. And yeah, so once again, I pretty much just bought all these because I was like, well, I want to have different stuff around. I'm someone who I like to have multiple projects kind of just sitting around waiting to be done. So whenever the mood strikes me, I can just go to town. I spend a lot of time at home, so you know, it makes a little bit more sense for me than the average person to do that. But anyway, but I thought the patterns were really pretty. I really like this pattern right here. I think it's really pretty. But I just thought, you know, it's a pretty basic collection of things. And then There was also this, which is like their jelly roll. And it has 24 pieces, which is pretty small, I guess, for a jelly roll. I think a typical jelly roll has more. Hold on. Once again, this is where not being so familiar with quilting isn't so great. I'm gonna guess that's about the half jelly roll. But once again, it was cheaper than the average jelly roll by a substantial amount. So, you know, it's not that big of a deal. But figured, why not? So the next thing I picked up was just some real basic green cotton. This is so I can try free motion quilting with. It was on sale. It was $3.96 for a yard and a third. I figured, hey, why not? You know, there's nothing wrong with just picking up some, and I don't really want to spend money on stuff I'm just going to practice with, so there you go. And then finally, but not least, I bought this giant box of quilting pens. It's 400 pens. I know it doesn't look like it, and it's just kind of all stuck together. But this at Walmart is like $6, I want to say. And I know for a fact at my local Hancock Fabric it is almost $15. So that's why you buy pens at Walmart, because guess what? They are literally all the same. So the next place I bought stuff from was JoAnn Fabrics, and I went in there actually for a ball of yarn to finish. I keep losing the same ball of yarn. I don't know how, but I was working on a blanket for my friend, well, it's a couple that Justin knows really well, and they are having a baby, and she's like 36 weeks pregnant, and their baby's shower was forever ago, and I keep losing the ball of yarn that was to finish it. Anyway, long story short, we had to go to JoAnn Fabrics, and so I had to pick up a few things, and I was just like, well, I'm gonna look around a little bit, and I really needed a sewing machine cover. And this has been one of the hardest things to find. It's ridiculous. It is literally just a vinyl sewing machine cover. I know it's super easy to make your own, but I'm someone who, I like a pattern, and if I don't have a pattern, I'm like, I don't know. I'm not so comfortable sewing yet that I would just be happy to make my own. And I knew I wanted a vinyl one. So, glad I finally found it. It was their only one left, and it was on clearance for $2.97. So, major score. And then they actually also had a section full of items from Singer that were a part of the Go Red campaign. And for people who don't know what that is, or like the red dress campaign, as I lovingly call it. Pretty sure it's called the Go Red, but whatever. It's for women with heart disease, and I'm someone who I have heart disease, and pretty much every single woman in my family has heart disease in some form or another. And so heart disease is a very important cause for me, and something I'm pretty passionate about. And so whenever I see stuff with like the red dress on it, I gravitate towards it. It's ridiculous. I actually have like 5 or 6 of the little red dress pins, and they're all over my jackets and everything else. Anyway, so the first thing I picked up was actually this pin cushion combo, which has pins with it. I think it actually might be a wrist one. It doesn't say. But it was like $3.99. I was like, well, I need a pin cushion anyway, because I can't find any of mine at all. So I was like, well, I'll pick that up. And so I did. And here it is, and I think it's really cute, and it's, you know, it's simple, it's small, it'll be really handy actually, and for $3.99 I'm more than happy to do that. And then I actually also, they actually apparently are doing a Sew Red campaign, like literally like the word sew, and it does say that a portion of the sale will be donated to combat heart disease in women. And it's just like a little pouch. I love like little pouches like this, so just either throw in my purse or just throw little things in, and I think it's actually super cute. And it's a cute little size, it's a great little size, and why not? Okay, so the rest of these items are ones that I actually bought online. And the reason why I did that, in keep in mind, like, I actually went to a local sewing shop, but they just didn't have very many charm packs or jelly rolls or anything like that available. And, you know, I just figured, well, I'll just buy them online. And that's what I did. So the first place I bought from was fatquartershop.com, and I'll make sure to link everything below. And the first charm pack I bought was from Free Spirit, and it's the wow, I'm gonna sound like a dumbass if I try to say that. So anyway, it is a pack by that was designed by Dewberry, and I saw this pack online, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually wasn't gonna order anything from Fat Quarter Shop because I had found everything else that I wanted at the other place I bought stuff from, which was Missouri Quilt Company, and it was cheaper. And I was like, well, I had to have this charm pack. I'm going to try to do a close-up here of all the different fabrics that come in this charm pack. When I saw this one, I was just like, oh my goodness, I really need that one. All the patterns are nice and modern and just real pretty. So anyway, so let's see if we can get some close-up shots here. They're just absolutely pretty and beautiful and big and bold and modern, and I had to have this. I actually showed my boyfriend, and he is loving that I'm getting into quilting because he loves modern quilts as much as I do. And when I saw this charm pack, I was just like, I have to have that charm pack. I don't care. I really need that one. So I bought it. And the next one I got was also from Free Spirit, and it's the Rosey one by Tanya, Whelan or something of the similar nature. But it's just more like actual like rosy, feminine, like ultra feminine, shabby chic type of prints. And I just thought it was really pretty. And so I just decided, well, you know, if I'm going to order that other one, I might as well go for it. My one complaint, I think, with the Free Spirit ones is I think that they actually have less charms in them. Like, I think that they're both 30 packs in comparison to 40 packs that you get with Mota. So you're still going to pay the same price, if not more, and that's kind of frustrating. But they're both so pretty, I couldn't pass them up. The other things I got from Free Spirit were actually all patterns, and I picked up 3. They were all on clearance. The first one is the Bubbles one, and I just think it's so cute. I realize it's probably going to be a little more advanced than the ones I'm probably doing right now. And actually, I just love it though. I think it's so pretty and just so whimsy and whimsical. And anyway, I'm really excited to do that. Actually, my boyfriend he opened it up and he saw that pattern. And he's like, "You have to make that." So, well, at least I know what I'm making next, or at least some point in the very near future. And then the next one is the Walking on Sunshine pattern. Actually, I like the pictures on the back better. To see it. I think that they're really pretty, they're really classic. It's just really pretty, actually. I really like them. And they look simple enough, but yet still a little bit of a challenge. And all these patterns were $5 because they were on clearance. So, hey, why not? And once again, like, I'm building my stash, so I'm constantly just picking up new stuff right now, and it's kind of annoying. Anyway, and then the last one I bought was the Color Hex, and it's just a really cool fabric. I think it's just so pretty. I'm really excited to actually try this eventually. I also once again realized this one is probably going to be a while before I try it, but I just thought it was really pretty and really modern and different, so I had to pick up that one. Finally, but certainly not least, I ordered from the Missouri Star Quilt Company. I actually legitimately ordered all the things in this one because I was either in love with the patterns on the fabric, or It was actually going to be used for a quilt for my mom for her birthday / Mother's Day, because I tend to make her stuff a lot and she likes it, so we'll go with it. And I'm not gonna lie, I might have gone overboard on the charm packs. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 charm packs from them. However, they run about $9 a piece from them, and you know, I figured, well, if I'm ordering some right now, I might as well just buy a lot. And you get free shipping at $100, so darn it. Anyway, so I bought, like I said, I bought 8, and I'm not going to go through really closely with all of these. I'm just going to kind of do an up close with all of them because, yeah, that would take forever. So the first one is the Lush Uptown from Mota. I definitely think it's a really cool pattern, or a really cool charm pack full of really modern patterns, and I really liked the color scheme and was like, I love that one. I was really tempted to buy the jelly roll for that one. The next one is Blueberry Park by Mota. This is another one that, here, I'm gonna take this off if I can, because the fabric in this one is literally just too adorable for words. I bought this one, and I'm not gonna lie, the only thing I could think about was how I really was just buying it for myself and my future children, because I just thought that it was just so adorable. All the patterns, like there's this one with like a little hedgehog family. I mean, it's just so cute. How can I say no to that? Like, I just can't, actually. I literally thought about this one constantly, and I have no plans for it, other than I want to make a baby blanket with it. I know that much, or a child's blanket, even though children for me are way off, like way off in the distance. Right now it's only dog children. So anyway, and then the next one was the Chantilly, once again by Mota, and it is just a really bright, big, modern floral mix, and I just thought that it was just absolutely beautiful, really springy and bright and just bold and just full of all kinds of just beautiful, beautiful patterns. I'm not totally sure if this is going to be the one that I'm going to use for my mom's quilt or not yet, but it's either going to be this one or the one at the very bottom, but I really love this one like a lot. And then the next one is Mirabelle, once again by Mota, and it's kind of like that peachy range, and with browns and greens and like peachy colors. Now I will say, I had one issue with my order, and it was that I was supposed to get this as a charm pack, but I was also supposed to get it as a jelly roll. And as you can tell, this is not it. I didn't order this jelly roll. I mean, it's not a hideous jelly roll. It's not a jelly roll I would buy for myself. And this was literally supposed to be for my mom's quilt, was the only reason why I bought the jelly roll, because jelly rolls are like $40, and so, you know, and this, I'm going to be real honest, I would never ever use this. Otherwise I would just get over it and reorder it, but I'm waiting to hear back from them. It's been 2 days and I still haven't heard anything, so hopefully I hear something soon, because I actually kind of need to get working on that. Anyway, and then the next one is by Riley Blake Designs, and it is called Vintage Verona. And I absolutely loved this one too, because once again, it's just like those big, bold, modern patterns that I just love. And I feel like for quilting and like for newbies, I feel like charm packs are so great because they're just pre-cut. Like, you don't have to cut them. Like, this is like literally as small as it comes, really, and they're just really great. And with all these are 42 piece charm packs, and so that's a decent amount of charms, and so that's always really fun. But I really am looking forward to this one too. Okay, so this next one is literally the one that was haunting my dreams. and it is from Rowan, and it is the Happy Pack. Happy spelled like the Indian or Native American tribe, sorry. But it is, once again, just, I mean, look at that pattern. It's so beautiful. Like, oh man. I was looking at them online and I gasped when I saw this one. My boyfriend sitting next to me was like, what are you looking at? And I showed him and he was like, that is a really cool set of fabrics. And they really are. I'm gonna have to also buy the jelly roll for this eventually. But I was just trying to save myself. I'm like, you can't buy that much fabric at once. But anyway, I'm really excited about this one as well. Then the next one is from Free Spirit, and it is another smaller charm pack, and this one is called In My Room, and it's like literally just like sketchy type of stuff, like sketchy, like in that it looks like it's been drawn, but it's really pretty as well. I'm really looking forward to this one. That one was kind of like the last minute ad. I was like, I don't really need that, but I bought it anyway. And then this is the other one that I'm like, it's either going to be this one or, what is it called? The Chantilly one for my mom's quilt that I'm going to make. And this one's called Fresh, and it's just a mix of 8 patterns, but they're all very bold and modern as well. So you have fabrics like that. And I mean, it's just so pretty. I mean, how can you just, anyway. Basically, Katie is in love with quilting, and it's a really bad addiction already. And then finally, from the Missouri Star, I ordered a big old honey bun of skinny strips in white, because the quilt I want to make for my mom is an in the square quilt, or a square in a square quilt. So that's why I really need that other jelly roll. But I thought that this was really pretty, and not these, I mean, for me, just pre-cuts are just so much easier. Like, why wouldn't you just do it? So anyway, so I'm really excited for all these products, and I'm really excited to quilt more. I finished my first quilt top the other night, and I think Webster is not laying on it. He was laying on it. He apparently has moved to the pillows. But anyway, and so I'm really excited to keep learning and keep moving on with all this type of stuff, and I'll just keep you guys updated. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and feel free to subscribe if you really like my channel. I really plan on getting more into crafting type of videos at some point in the very near future, and feel free to comment below if you would like maybe some actual like sewing tutorials or anything like that. Like I said, I'm not an expert in quilting, but I am a pretty good crocheter, and so at some point I definitely want to do a crochet series, at least on the very basics of crochet, because like I said, I've been crocheting since I was like 4, so I know a lot about crocheting and stuff like that, but quilting is new to me. So if you have any advice, feel free to leave it down below as well. I'm pretty open-minded, and if you would like to follow me on other various social media platforms, you can follow me on Pinterest, Twitter, and Instagram, and all those links are down below. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Thanks. Bye.